have held key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
Very, very nice question. You see, I belong to Priyadarshini Institute of Engineering and Technology. That is an institute run under the umbrella of LTJSS. I'm really fortunate to be a part of this institute. You know the reason why I have joined this education sector? Simple reason. My keen passion for teaching and research. I have a lot of interest in teaching. I want to interact with students, and in the corner of my heart, I feel that through teaching, I'm giving something back to the society. We take so many things from the society. So by providing knowledge to the students, at least something I'm able to give back to the society. And, a teacher has to be a student first. So through teaching, every day I'm learning new things. So it is a continuous learning process for me. That is why I have joined this teaching profession.
Being the dignity of PIET, what is your philosophy of leadership, ma'am? How do you describe your leadership style?
Okay, my philosophy of leadership. I strongly believe in let us all do it rather than just to do it. And for this, I believe in transformational philosophy. Now, what do you mean by transformational philosophy? I believe in making leaders, in building leadership. And this I do by allowing my faculties or my colleagues to take their own decisions. Whenever some work is assigned to them, I first allow them, I tell them, you take your own decisions. Yes, but I do facilitate them. If they find something, they find they are going wrong somewhere, if they need my help, they come to me. I'm always there to help them in making a decision. And the last thing which I would like to say is that I make them to see a bigger picture of a problem. Problem means whatever job or task is assigned to them, I make them to see a bigger picture of it, and then I ask them to solve it. So this is my philosophy of leadership, of making leaders, building leaders.
Yes, ma'am. The education systems in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
Yes, initially and now also there is a lot of difference in the structure of education, but thanks to our present government that they have introduced a new education policy where the structure gradually would be uniform globally. And I believe it would be very, very beneficial for the students in making their own decisions and in pursuing their interest. Okay, now, in our college, we do not provide them only classroom teaching in our college. We motivate them. We motivate them in participating various intercollegiate as well as intra-collegiate events. It can be debate competition, it can be drama competition, it can be any competition. Students have to just tell us their interest and we tell them that this is the opportunity wherein you can showcase your talents. So we are helping the students in showcasing their talents and helping them in building their overall personality.
Yes, ma'am. How does the curriculum of PIET ensure the best practice in the industry?
You see, our college is affiliated to RTMNU University. So the curriculum is designed by the university, and we are obliged to follow that curriculum. So recently, the changes have been made in the curriculum as per the AICT, and the recent curriculum that is designed by AICT is very good for making students industry ready. But apart from this, in our college, what we do, we organize several guest lectures, several training programs, several workshops are organized, and these are organized by eminent persons of industries, of academia field, wherein they give trainings and provide knowledge to the students related to the latest technologies that are being taken care in the industry. That is one thing. And the second thing is that we also motivate our students to undergo internship, to undergo trainings in industries of their choice, wherein they come to know several new technologies that are being taken in industries. So apart from curriculum, we are making our students industry ready also.
Yes, ma'am. Any insights into how your university could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic backgrounds?
You see, presently also we have all students of different races and coming from different economic backgrounds. And the best part is, our faculty members in our college, there is no discrimination shown. All the students are given equal opportunity for participating in all the events, and like I said earlier, in showcasing their talents. And apart from that, I would like to tell you, in our college presently, we have 2 schemes that are sponsored by AICT, and these schemes are only for SC/ST students, wherein we have to provide them training for soft skill and personality development. And there is one scheme that is Prerna for training them, for providing them training for undergoing higher studies. Higher studies can be GATE, it can be GRE, it can be TOEFL, whatever it is. So again here, the experts are called, workshops are organized, and the training is being provided to the students for their overall development.
What do you think your roles and responsibility to the university and students are?
Lot many responsibility as a teacher. Like I said earlier, I have joined this profession to give back something to the society. So you see, I'm also a teacher, and then, as I don't know whether you know, I am Dean Academics of Priyadarshini Institute of Engineering and Technology also. So my major role as Dean is first, effective implementation of teaching learning process. And in recent pandemic situation, we are not having any classroom teachings. Students are not able to come to the college. So we have to adapt to online teaching. So this was the biggest challenge that was being faced by the teachers. So I had to motivate all the teachers as well as students to learn new things. Of course, students know many things about online teaching, but thankfully, faculty members of our college also, they have adapted so well in online teaching that I would like to share here that we are not only teaching theory subjects to the students, we are also taking practicals, virtual practicals of the students, giving them practical knowledge also through virtual labs. And then the teachers are conducting experiments in the lab. They are recording it. They are sharing it with students on Google Classroom. And what happens, there are so many students of a college, those who are staying in rural areas where they have network issues. So when the classes are going on, they are not able to attend the classes. So we have Google Classrooms, wherein the teachers are uploading the notes, the teachers are uploading their video lectures so that students can see those notes, they can go through the video lectures. Even if they attend the class, they are able to see that afterwards. So, and constantly, even when the online classes are going on, I'm taking feedback from the students, I'm taking feedback from the faculties, and whatever problems they are facing, I'm trying to resolve those problems. So, as a teacher, that is my duty as a dean. As a teacher, my job is to provide adequate knowledge to the students, which would help them in not only making them a good professional, but also making them a good human.
And when you first come to PIET, what was your vision for the university? Has it evolved over time, and how far along in implementing that vision are you?
Like I told you earlier, I'm fortunate to be a founder member of this institute. You know, this institute was established in the year 1999.
Yes, ma'am.
And I joined this institute from day one,
Yes, ma'am.
from the day of inception. So I'm so fortunate. So when I joined this college, my vision was taking care of all the stakeholders.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, stakeholders means they can be first is students, then comes their parents, then comes teachers, then comes industry people. There are so many stakeholders, internal stakeholders as well as external stakeholders. So I joined the college with this vision, and I'm so happy that my institute has evolved and is evolving so well. And I would say that that is my perception, that it is doing very well for the students as well as for the faculties. And for all the stakeholders, all the parents are very much satisfied with the facilities that we are providing to the students. Even when we have meetings with industry persons, when they visit our college, when they come to our college for signing MOUs, and when they see the infrastructure, when they see the facilities that we are providing to the students, they also appreciate. So I'm thankful to the management of our college who is helping us in building our students' personality.
Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
Lot many.
Yes, ma'am.
Lot many I would like to give. The first thing that I would like to give is, like Mahatma Gandhi said, first be the change you would like to be.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, if you want to make certain changes, so first you should be that change. That Mahatma Gandhi had said it, you also know it. And for this, adaptability is very, very important.
Yes.
So students need to adapt themselves, and they should be agile. Now, the next thing which I would like to suggest to them is that they should accept all challenges with a smile. And what they should do is they should consider all the difficulties that are coming in their path for achieving something. They should consider that as opportunities. And they should try to overcome those challenges by taking help of your mentors. Instead of being depressed, sitting at one place, not talking to anyone, or confining yourself to a room, or confining yourself to your mobile or to your laptop, just interact with your friends, with your family, open up. And at the last but not the least, before you become a good professional, become a good human being. That is the biggest thing or the biggest suggestion that I would like to convey to all my dear students and to today's youth.
Ma'am, what do you see as PIET's greatest strengths?
Oh my God, there are a number of strengths. I don't know. So many strengths are there. So from where to start with? I think I should start with the first thing is we are fortunate to have visionary management. Then we have dynamic and highly motivating principal who keeps motivating us. Then we have highly experienced and I should say that the faculties of my college, most of them, they have experience of plus 10 or 15 years. They are highly qualified. Then we have so many international projects in our college. We have tie-ups with so many national and international universities. We have MSME cell in our college. So many cells are there in our college which students are using for their futures. We have a cell wherein we are providing training to students, training in which field? In social entrepreneurship field. We have lush green environment, lush green campus. Then we have lovely and large infrastructure. Means there are uncountable strengths of my college. The best one is very healthy environment, both for students as well as for faculties.
Yes. And what do you like people to know about your university that they may not know?
Okay. Like I said earlier, there are in our college, we have PG programs that they must be knowing. Then we have 3 departments which are recognized for carrying out PhD work. Then we have a lab called SinoLab. SinoLab, the full form for that is Social Innovation Laboratory. SinoLab, Social Innovation Laboratory. Now here I would like to tell about SinoLab that we received a grant, European grant. Under this grant, we teachers have undergone training from international experts. We have visited foreign university, teachers have visited foreign universities for getting that training. And after coming back from that training, we have provided workshops. We have organized workshops. We have provided training to our students. We have motivated them to develop their entrepreneur skills. And here I'm happy to tell you that few of our students, they have developed wonderful products through idea contest. You see, in our college, every year we organize idea contest wherein we invite ideas from students. Students come to our college ranging from class 4 to anyone. Okay, they come and they share with us their knowledge, and then we help them. We help them to incubate their ideas. We help them in how those people, they can take their idea forward and convert their idea first into a project, and then how that project can be converted into a product. So I'm happy to tell you that so many students of our college have got benefited, and as a matter of fact, one team of a college, they even had gone abroad to represent our college in international idea contest. They had won here, and then they had gone to one foreign university where they competed with international participants, wherein they also had presented their idea. So lot many activities are conducted in our college, as I told you, which is in the benefit of the students.
So thank you, ma'am, for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
The interview ends here. Thank you, ma'am.